I don't think it'll be a surprise for anyone that social media is the primary driver for the boom of watch collectors. When I started collecting in 2013, I did what any 20-year-old who was into watches did at the time. I started an Instagram account. I know a lot of people don't like social media. I too think it can be unhealthy. But with the right approach and moderation, it can actually be quite educational, enlightening, and just plain fun. Here are some of the 10 best watch-related Instagram accounts, in no specific order, that you need to follow. Whiskey, cigars, watches, candy? Okay, I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. This is PB and Watches. He has an absolute talent for sharp photography and excellent settings. Often accompanied by a cigar, whiskey, or a bowl of candy, the contrast in his images are unmatched. Oh, did I mention the cars? Like the watches he posts, the cars are of the sport variety. Just an all-around good follow for anyone interested in amazing images of high-end sports watches. By now, most of us have heard of FP Jorn, but have you heard of the Jorn Guy? If you have a desire to lust after some of the most beautiful watches from the 21st century, this is a must follow. Not only is it eye candy, but he's extremely knowledgeable on the brand, and he is happy to share that in his posts. While these watches may be unattainable to most, including myself, it is fun to live vicariously through this wonderful account. Fake watches. They're everywhere. People will do anything for social media clout. Post pictures in their rented cars, jets, popping bottles in the club, showing off their bling watches. In the old days of Instagram, it was impossible to tell if somebody was real or not. Well, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Fake Watch Busta 2.0. This account is dedicated to finding the clout chasers and calling them out for their BS. It is good for a laugh from time to time, but also teaches you how to spot fakes. This account has been shut down multiple times over the years, but always seems to reincarnate at some point. You can also follow the original Fake Watch Buster, but they no longer post new content. Watches are just for men. If you believe that, then you're a fool. The next account is owned by one of the most influential women in watches, Cara Barrett. Her Instagram account is It's Cara Time. Her knowledge of watches, combined with her sense of style, makes her a perfect follow for absolutely anyone. If vintage is your thing, Eric M. Wind is the page for you. I didn't want to include any dealers in this list, but Eric Wind has some of the cleanest and rarest vintage examples I have ever seen on Instagram. His knowledge of each piece and their lineage can be seen in a few episodes of Hodinky's Reference Points. The variety of pieces is astounding as well. From Patek 57Ps to Zodiac Seawolves, you will see practically everything on this page. It can be argued that mechanical tool watches don't really serve a purpose anymore. Dive watches have been replaced with dive computers, and field watches have been replaced with GPS watches. I would argue that a useful tool is one that works. Jason Heaton is a vintage dive watch collector who actually dives with his watches. Sure, he probably uses a dive computer as well, but for the watch nerd adventurers like me, this Instagram account is a very fun follow. Looking for great wrist shots of a variety of modern pieces? Look no further than Youre Terrific 1. Youre Terrific is a YouTube watch reviewer, so he constantly is getting new pieces. As a result, he shares many pictures of new pieces on wrist. His photography is top-notch too. which leads to a much more pleasurable viewing experience. If you haven't already, I also recommend his YouTube channel. He does, in my opinion, the best watch reviews on YouTube. Artists who can take a material and see something in it are amazing to me. When I found out that Watch Parts Motorcycles was creating sculptures out of watch movements, I was blown away. He started with motorcycles and has created many sculptures, from knives to Xbox controllers. The creativity is through the roof, and this is a truly unique page to follow. Are you like me? Do you like to lust after things you may never obtain? Good. I'm glad to know I'm not alone. The good news is, we can live vicariously through Horoloop's Instagram page. This page is never short on AP, Patek, FP Jorn, Richard Mille, and other extremely high-end watch brands. The heavy hitters that pop up weekly are just insane, and will instantly stop your scroll anytime you're bored. Vintage chronographs are crazy cool. Some of my favorite examples come from Breitling. That is why this page is both an easy and a hard follow. WatchFred is an easy follow because he has an amazing collection of vintage Breitling. He's also a hard follow because jealousy can creep up on you pretty quick. The condition and selection he has acquired is a true accomplishment. It is a great experience to take part in his journey. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you are interested, please follow me on Instagram at Toronto_time. I would love to hear what your favorite watch-related Instagram accounts are, so please share them in the comments below. Thank you.